as a leader, you got to be sincere with yourself. We are different personalities. We carry different graces. So dimensionally, we are different. Gift-wise, we are different. Yeah? So when we engage our DNA and the profile of the leader that we are, if we were to put that on a screen, it means there will be other leaders who are sufficient for a particular sector of society. They will do well in that sector. But you can take the same great leaders in that sector and put them in a different sector and they sink the ship. So the screening is simply to say there's a complementation of leaders from all sectors of society that need to collaborate around a central idea or a vision that will take the city forward, that will take the province forward, that will take the nation forward. And until we realize that there is a screening that is applied to the leaders, we will continue to compete for positions. I'm a strong, anointed apostle, but I'm fighting for a political position, which when I get it, all I do is screw up. I'm a great, prolific politician, and I want to occupy central place in the church. I want to be the apostle of the church. And all I do is buy everybody and mess up the church of the Lord Jesus Christ. I'm on the wrong side of the screen. And so this time calls for leaders who will understand the sifting process of that screen and find the unique caliber of leaders that they are and rise in that. And you see, this sifting is across civic society. But you can narrow it down and you'll find that this sifting happens in the church. If we bring it back to church, that is why after the Lord Jesus was raised from the dead, he didn't just say, okay boys, you go to church. The Apostle Paul helps us to understand. He says, in the sifting process, and I'm paraphrasing, he gave some to be apostles, and some to be prophets, and some to be evangelists, and some to be pastors, and some to be teachers, for one purpose: the edification of the saints, the equipping of the church, the enlightenment and building of the church, so that the church grows to a common faith through the revelatory knowledge of the Lord Jesus Christ, so that the Father by His Spirit can find a habitation in the complementing gifts that work together to advance a common purpose. And if this process of leadership is not understood in a church, in one assembly of 15 people, you've got 7 apostles. Each coming in with his own weight and his own pura. You've got 3 prophets, each one having their own expression of prophecy. So it's important that as we look at the diamond leader rising through his processing, that we appreciate that the kingdom church is set up in such a way that there is specialty because of the different graces that has been accorded the church. And that is why if you go into the political system, not everybody is supposed to be a premier. There are premiers and there are executive mayors, and there are MECs and there are presidents. It's different measures for different gifts. But when people are in a position where they are misplaced because they don't understand the nature or caliber of leader that they are, all they do is they sink the ship. So you can have a really strong, qualified president who is not a servant, and he spreads corruption. He exploits the people he's supposed to be serving, steals from the people he should be serving. So this diamond process has got such rich parallels for our leadership and the kind of leadership culture that must prevail in the time that we are in.